Hi, everybody. Welcome to Shalene's Creativity Room. This is Flosstube number 139. I am going to show you what I stitched on for the month of December. The new starts I have some finishes, and then we're going to talk about December goals. So we're going to show you November and talk about December. Hi, Julie. Anybody else in here? Just Julie? Okay, I will give this another 15 seconds, and then we'll get into this. It gives people time to get in here. So, yeah. How is everybody? What's Julie working on? Who else is here? It says there's 4 people. Say hi. Put in the comments. Okay, so Mondays after dinner is Mill Hill Mondays. So I am trying to finish up Ginger Friends. So I did stitch on this a little bit. Hi, Teresa. 2 Teresas, Teresa P and Teresa Couch. So I'm working on this one, Mill Hill Ginger Friends. And I have that much done. I have to finish a little bit of stitching and then we can add the beads. So again, I only work on this on Mondays after dinner. And once this is done in December, that's it for quite a while. I won't be working on Mill Hills at all next year. So if I finish this month, which I should be able to, I won't be starting a new one. Hi, Troy. Hi, Michelle. Julie says she's been working on poinsettia cupcakes. Is that Durene Jones? So, yeah, that's Mondays. Every other Saturday, I work on Snowy, which is a HAED. And it's HAED Quick Stitch Long-Tailed Snowy. There is 9 pages. I have 3 pages done, and I'm finishing up the 4th page. So this is the 4th page right in here. That'll be the 4th page finished. And I am at 54.19%. Hi, Jen. Oh, Yorkshire Crafty says, oh, I know what one that is, Julie. Hi, Amanda. You're enjoying a paint by number. Oh, she's doing that for, it is Marathon Your Hobbies weekend. It started last Monday. It ends tonight. It's any hobby. It doesn't have to be a craft. It could be reading, watching movies, baking, cooking, whatever you like to do for hobbies. And it's on Instagram, and you hashtag Marathon Your Hobbies Weekend, and you tag me, Jen, and Ann Hatfield. Jen is reading with pugs. So yeah, this is every other Saturday, and this will be stitched on again in December and next year. Okay, so Forever in Peace, it says I'm at 47.63%, but I don't think that's right. Yep, Marathon. Thank you, Jen. You're currently working on Thomas Kincaid's Charted by HAED mini. Oh, that's pretty. This is Forever in Peace by Sweet Wing Studio. I think I have more than what it says because I have it on Pattern Keeper, but I think it's counting all the squares instead of what just gets stitched. And I work on this on the 4th of every month, but I'm not stitching on this in December or next year. So what you see is it for a while. Yeah, so I know I have more than what it says done, because I have that much done on it. And it says I'm at 47 something. So I think it counts all the squares, even the ones you don't stitch. So I'm loving it. Yeah, so Jen is reading with pugs. She does the Marathon Your Hobbies weekend quite a bit throughout the year. So friend her on Instagram, follow her, and she will let you know when she is doing them again. She does have a YouTube channel. She's not on it like she used to. She has a little boy, you know. He takes a lot of time. Whoops, that goes in here. Although I'm thinking I want this for July for next year. So I don't think I'm going to put this, I think this is going to go in miscellaneous. Okay, then the 13th and the last day of every month, I stitch on Halloween Dragon. This is by Pink Lily Designs. I will do it again with you. Absolutely. It was fun. And for some reason, I am signed up for notifications, but it doesn't let me know when you put up a new video or anything. So I haven't seen them. Instagram's making me mad. Okay, so there is 20 pages to this. I finished one page. There is no background, so I don't have to stitch the background. And I am at, oops, I didn't look last month. Halloween Dragon. I'm at 2.21%. No, I'm more than that because I did stitch on this. Yeah, on the 13th. So that's what I have done. And this is what I will be stitching on the rest of today. I have not stitched yet. This morning's been crazy. But yeah, that's what I have done. And I will be stitching on this next year as well. So this will get stitched on. It's not getting stitched on in December, but it will get stitched on next year. Then we have HAED Ornament. It's called HAED Ornament, the Enchanted Christmas Snowman by Donna Gelsinger. And this has 8 pages. I'm still working on page 1. It is round, so none of this around gets stitched. I started out doing 1/1 full cross, but I didn't have much done, and I switched it to 10th stitch. So as you can see, I started the lantern. I got some of the lantern done. And I have 14.31% done on this. Isn't that pretty? I love those colors. So yes, I've started 10th stitching, and I believe I'm 10th stitching on the dragon, that Halloween dragon. Snowy is full cross. And I will be stitching on this Christmas Day, and next year. Okay, the new starts. I have Snow Gem Owl by DarkXtitch off of Etsy. I believe it was off of Etsy. So this is Snow Gem Owl. Look at those colors. I like stitching realistic owls, but the colors on this, it just screamed, you need to stitch this. So I started this and I'm at, I didn't write it down. I don't know what percentage. It's not a lot. It's not a lot. And I am doing 2/1 tent stitch. So those that don't know, a tent stitch is just half across. And I don't know when I will get back to that. It'll be a while. It's not on my schedule for next year. Next year is crazy, you guys. I'll get into that a little bit, but I want to save most of it for next live stream. But I will tell you a little bit. So I need to, and this is on 28 count Monaco. Thank you. Another new start was Cotton Candy Dragon. It's a HAED. And I don't know who the artwork is. It just says chart designed by Michelle Sayeda, who is the owner of Heaven and Earth Designs. And I'm doing this on 28 count Lugana and 2/1 tent stitch. And that's what I have. Let me get this. Okay, so that's what I have done so far on it. So I'm still working on page 1. So it's a start, but I don't know when I'll get back to it. Yes, I am going to be very busy next year. I have a crazy schedule for next year for stitching. Oh, thank you, Amanda. I know. I have a lot of hobbies too. I do want to bring back on Wednesdays, during my Crafty Wednesday Zoom, my coloring and my diamond painting. So I do want to bring them back out. Finishes for the month. So I finished Trick or Treat. I believe it was the 2020 or 2014 just cross stitch ornament issue. There it is, Trick or Treat. So that's finished. That was so cute. I started it in 2023 and finished it. with my coloring videos. Yeah, I see, my first love is cross stitching, and I stopped for a while because of my eyesight, and then I had the cataract surgery, and all of a sudden it was like I can see everything again. And so I got back into my cross stitch, and everything else has taken a backside. Okay, the other finishes, I did the 4 selfies, and they're from one of the Just Cross Stitch Halloween issues. So there's one of them. These were so cute and quick to stitch up. They don't have a lot of colors. The back stitching is very simple on them. I used pieces of fabric that were just spare pieces. Yeah, Jen says that I was the reason she started coloring. I met Jen through BookTube. So yeah, those 4 selfies are done. And then my Fox in Fall. And Julie, if you're still here, do you have the other seasons out of the Cross Stitcher magazines? And I'll see if my library has them. But I need to know what the magazines are, because this is Fox in Fall. I'm assuming that there's 4 of these, one for each. There's something for each season. I absolutely loved stitching on this. It was color blocking, so it stitched up really quick, unlike my full coverages, which are confetti heavy. This I want to give to my sister for Christmas. I want to find a round wood hoop, and then I'll put a ribbon on the top of the hoop. So that's a Christmas gift. And then, you know, my big, and I do want this as well. Chromatic Dragon. Yes. This is absolutely gorgeous in person. I need to get it to Hobby Lobby to have them frame it. But he is done. I say he, but my friends say that it's too pretty to be a male. I always say he. I loved watching this come to life every time I got one of these spikes done. And then his eye, when I got to his eye, I was cheering myself on. Then we got the snout done, and then his little chin hairs. So much detail in this. And this is a piece of 25 count Lugana. I did do this 1/1 full cross. But yep, it's done. And this is for my oldest son for Christmas. His apartment's getting quite a few things hung up in it. Okay, so that was in November. So the only other thing that I am stitching on for the rest of today is that Halloween dragon. December. So starting tomorrow, I will be stitching on Christmas Birds by Owl Forest Embroidery. I will stitch on this till Sunday night. Monday is Mill Hill Monday. I'm not doing Tiny Thursdays. All that's left of Tiny Thursdays is just like all Halloween. I think I have 2 Christmas, but I'm not going to pull them out. I'm not doing Flossmas because me and Becky do Flossmas in July. So I'm not doing, and I was going to do a 25 Days of Christmas, and I'm like, nope, I'm not doing that either. But I have this much done on the Christmas bird. So I still have quite a bit to go. So I will be working on this tomorrow until dinner time. And then at dinner time, I will pull out the Mill Hill. And then I will be stitching on this all day. Where is my calendar? December. So yeah, this is all I'll be stitching on until next Monday, and then I will switch it out. So Monday night's the only night that I change it up. And I probably won't get a lot stitched on this tomorrow because I'm seeing a new oncologist at 3:15, so we'll be leaving here at 2. So I won't get a lot stitched on this. Okay, then on Monday the 8th, I will put that away, and we will be stitching on Shannon Christine's Cup of Cheer. And I will be stitching on this every day. Monday night will be the Mill Hill until I finish it. Once it's finished, then Mill Hill's done. I have a lot of Mill Hill kits, but I'm not doing them. I'm not starting anything new, and I'm not doing any next year. But I will be pulling them out again in 2027. Okay, so that's how much I have done on Cup of Cheer. So I think I can get quite a bit done because I'm not doing Halloween on the 13th. I'm not doing Halloween for the month on the 13th or the 31st. So this will get a lot of stitching in. And this is on a piece of Smoky Blue by Silk Weaver. It's 28 count Lugana. Okay, thank you, Julie. Because I want to do the rest of them and maybe stitch them all up for my sister so she'll have the whole set. Okay, so that was Cup of Cheer. Then on the 15th, I will pull out Merry Christmas by Durene Jones. This one's fun to stitch up too. And that's what I have done on this so far. So, yep. So I started on his hand and then part of that. So that'll be the week of the 15th. The week of the 22nd, I will be stitching on Jolly Christmas Bellpull. And that's what I have done so far. So I still do have quite a bit to do, but I have a lot done. And the 25th, well, actually the 24th, because the 25th I probably won't get stitching in. The 24th is when I will work on the HAED Ornament Snowman. Yeah, let me put this over there. Okay, so I'll be working on Snowy every other Saturday. The Mill Hill Ginger Friends on Monday nights until it's done. Oh, and then the 29th, the 30th, and for maybe an hour of the 31st, I will start Moonrise over a Winter Village by Puck's Closet. Isn't that gorgeous? And I'm doing this on 28 count Lugana, and I haven't started it yet. And I'm going to do 2 over 1/10 stitch. So anything that's new or anything that doesn't have hardly anything done on them, I switched to 10th stitch. So yeah, there's that. Now, December 31st, New Year's Eve, I host a Zoom. It's cross stitch. You probably could come in with anything. It's called 12 by 12. You don't have to do 12 by 12, but a lot of us are doing the 12 by 12. And why does it look like this side's all swollen? Might be just the lighting. So if you want in on that Zoom, send me an email with your email link that you're interested in Christmas Eve Zoom. I start the Zoom as soon as I wake up. You can come in and leave as many times as you want. You can stay for a short time. I am starting it when I get up. Well, first I'll have my coffee and my breakfast. It's a pajama day. Come in your pajamas. Doesn't matter. Anyways, we're calling it 12 by 12. So every hour you pull out a different project to work on. Or say you just want to put in 100 stitches. That's fine too. You set your goal for if you want it for an hour or if you want it for 100 stitches. Don't forget, it's New Year's Eve. You're going to be snacking during the evening as well. So make sure that you give yourself time. Mine, it will not end at midnight Eastern time. I end it at 3 a.m. Eastern time. So this year, so I've been doing this. I think this is my 3rd year in a row, 4th year in a row. This way we celebrate, hopefully, some of the other countries that come in. Like Julie's from the UK. She's like 5 hours ahead of me. So if she comes in, we're there to help her celebrate. Sammy might be too far ahead. I don't know. You're welcome to come in, Jen. Just send me your email. But a lot of people are cross-stitching. It's mostly cross-stitching, but you can come in and color. You can diamond paint. I do not have it all for color or for cross-stitch. So yeah, it's a 12 by 12 project. You can work on it for an hour and switch to something else. You don't have to, though. You can just do whatever you want. So yeah, so we celebrate everybody that gets to midnight. So we'll celebrate, if anybody from the UK is in, if Sammy's in from Australia. Oh, good. Oh, good, Jen. Also, Jen, if you're interested, I can add you on to my Mondays and my Wednesday Zooms. Mondays is craft and clean. And you don't have to clean, but we craft, and like every hour on the half hour, we get up and we clean something for 15 to 20 minutes. Okay, Teresa. Wednesdays is crafty Zoom. It's any craft or hobby while we craft. And they're all Eastern time. So like Mondays, craft and clean, it can start at 10 a.m. Sometimes most of us don't get in there till 11 a.m. And it lasts until 4 p.m. Crafty Wednesday Zoom it starts at 1 p.m. Eastern time and ends at 5 p.m. Eastern time. It's any craft, anything that you want to work on. And a lot of us still do craft and clean. I do craft and clean every day, but my Zoom is on Mondays. Starting December 28th, my floss tubes are all going to be live at this time, 3 p.m. Eastern time. And they're going to be weekly. Now, saying that, I like to take a day off during the week from videos. Mondays is going to be my day off because I do sleep in. I don't always have time to make a morning video and do craft and clean. So tomorrow will not have a what's going on today video. And starting the 28th, the week of the 28th, there will not be any more videos on Mondays. So you'll have 3 more Mondays, and that's it of what's going on today. I will still do them the rest of the week. It's just Monday will be my day off. It just works out better for me. And I'll have more to show stitching wise for Flosstube. So there is that. I'm trying to think if I am forgetting anything. So I'm going to show you what my 12 projects are for New Year's Eve. So since I'm starting Moonrise over a Winter Village on the 29th, I'll be stitching this the 29th, the 30th, and this will be the first project on the 31st. Okay. And then none of these are in any order. I will just pull one out and work on it. This is Quick Stitch Fred and Albert. This is by HAED, and the artwork's by Annie Rodriguez. The same one as Snowy and Rosie. Remember I finished Rosie? This, we've all been naming these characters. So Snowy is Rosie's boyfriend. And Fred and Albert are the creepy cousins. I don't know why. My project bag was made by Deanne, and I have a matching grime guard that Danielle made me. So that's Fred and Albert. And that's what I have done so far. I think that, yeah, that's it. This is on 25 count Lugana. And I was doing 1/1 full cross. I'm debating whether I want to switch it to 10th stitch. I've been switching a lot of stuff up to 10th stitch, and I can't even tell. So, yeah. So that's one of them for New Year's Eve. Another one was a stitch-along from 2013 from HAED when they used to have a bulletin board. So that's Literate Dragon. There is, I don't know how many pages, but there is my Literate Dragon. But I started it in 2013 as part of the stitch along, and I never finished it that year. And so I missed out on all the other free patterns. But I have that much done, and this is on a piece of, I don't know what this is. I'm not sure. I think it's 25 count though. And it's 1/1 full cross. I will continue to do 1/1 full cross on this just because there's a lot done. Another one, and then I'll explain about these 12 projects as well when I'm done, because I do have a story. This one is a stitch along called Rapunzel by HAED. It's a story keep. This one was, when did we do this one? I don't have the date down, but we had 4 chart pages, June, August, October, and December. The chart that's copyrighted Jasmine Beckett Griffith. This is a paper chart because for some reason I think this is one of the first HAEDs I did. I don't know where the PDF is. It might be on my old computer somewheres. I did have my IT guy put on a thumb drive, everything from there, but he might have missed wherever this one was hiding. But I have this much done. This here was so confetti heavy that I hated stitching it. But now that I'm doing like the diagonal, I'm hoping I'll like it better. But I pretty much don't keep track of how many stitches I do. I'm going to try to, because I'll try to like stitch one square at a time. That's 100 stitches, so I should be able to. But this is a paper chart, but I will try to keep track of the stitches. Okay, another one is Faces of Fairy 66. This was by Jasmine Beckett Griffith. It is a HAED. There's 6 pages. So she looks like that. I love Jasmine Beckett Griffith. I have a lot of her patterns, her and Hannah Lynn and Randall Spangler. But I also like the Dragon Muse, which is a newer one. So I have that much done. This is also, I think, a 25 count. I'm not sure. Could be 28. It is 1/1 full cross. I will continue to do it as a full cross. I know they're wrinkled. They got okay. Another one for New Year's Eve is Quick Stitch Red Maple Fairy. She is so cute. I don't have hardly anything done on this. That's all I have on it. And this is a piece of 28 count Monaco. I was doing probably 1/1 full cross. I'll be changing it to 2/1 10th stitch because that's all I have done on it. Okay. Another one for New Year's Eve is Quick Stitch Brown Tailed Sunshine. This is also by Annie Rodrigue. And I believe this is, we say this is another cousin, but not a creepy one. I do have this on 25 count Lugana, and I was doing it 1/1 full cross. I'll probably switch it to 2/1 10th stitch. Another one for New Year's Eve is Quick Stitch Lavender Roses. This is a HAED and the artwork's by Carrie Hawks. I love those eyes. Just love the eyes. And I was using a piece of 28 count Monaco I had. That's all I have started on it. I did do 1/1 full cross. I will be switching to 2/1 10th stitch. And another one for New Year's Eve. This one is Storm Over a Summer Village by Puck's Closet. And I have that much done. It is on a piece of 28 count Lugana. I believe I did 1/1 full cross. I'll be switching to 10th stitch. So it'll be 2 over 1 tent stitch. Okay. Another one for New Year's Eve is Rainbow Over a Springtime Village by Puck's Closet. This is on a piece of 28 count Lugana. I believe I did 1 over 1 full cross. I'll be probably switching this one too to tent. I might have already switched it. I can't tell. I have that much done, but I think I'm going to switch it to tent stitch if I didn't already. A lot of people are doing that. Full coverages take so long, and I have so many that I'm switching to tent stitch. Another one for New Year's Eve is Snow White. This is by Sunflower Stitches. Yeah, it's called Snippet Princess. I call it Snow White. And I don't have much done on it. That is all I have on it. I will be doing tent stitch. This is 25 count Lugana. And I started out with 1 over 1 full cross, but I'm going to change it to tent stitch. Another one for New Year's Eve, and I know you guys are probably saying, well, you're staying up till 3 a.m. Yep, because I will tell you about that in a minute too. So the last one for the 12 by 12, this is Sunrise Over an Autumn Village. I absolutely love this. This is also by Puck's Closet. And I'm not sure, I don't have it written on here. It might be 25 count Lugana. And that's what I have done on it. I probably started this 1 over 1 full cross, but I'm going to switch to tent stitch. Because when you look at the whole piece, you're not going to notice the difference. Okay. So those are everything for New Year's Eve. Now, after midnight, that will probably change. Because I have 2 stitch-alongs that I am doing next year. Is everybody still here? Everybody's gotten quiet. Nobody's talked for like 20 minutes. Either that or it froze on me. Hi, Kat. How are you? I know, Teresa P. I love those villages. I love them. I want more. There is a trick-or-treat village I would love to do. Okay, thank you. It's just everybody got quiet. Okay, thank you. I am a crazy lady. I already know that. I am doing Dumbledore's library next year. I already started it. And Julie got me interested in that. So I'm kind of stitching that along with Julie. So next year, Every day I have to put in 250 stitches on Dumbledore's cottage. I also I also joined the HAED Stitch Lawn, and I chose, I don't know, they're calling it Team Pipsqueak. It's a mythical creature with wings. It's so cool. And when I got looking at it, I'm going, I colored this. I colored this in one of my coloring books, and I found the coloring book. So it was colored. And I can't remember what the coloring book is now. I found it, and now I don't remember what the coloring book is. But I did color that. So I'm going to do that for the HAED Stitch Lawn. I have to put 250 stitches a day on that to have it done by the end of the year. And then the cross stitch, what's it called? I'm always forgetting. The counted cross, what, TCCS or TCSS? What is that called? Julie probably knows. She probably remembers better than I do. Let me see. What is it called? Cross Stitch Studio. The Cross Stitch Studio. They showed a piece of a, yeah, thank you, Julie. Yep, the Cross Stitch Studio. They're doing a mystery stitch along, and they showed a little piece of it. It's called Foxy Christmas. I like foxes, so I signed up for that one too. And that one's an 18-month long one. So I'm going to do 250 stitches a day on that. Now remember, I do tent stitching, which means that's not going to be a problem too much. So those are the three main pieces that I'm doing next year, every day. The 12 by 12 I just showed you, one will get pulled out every month, and that I will stitch. So once I get 250 of Dumbledore's library done, I move on to, I'm trying to think what order I'm going to do this stuff in. So I have to do 250 on the Pipsqueak. That's what I'm calling it, because that's what they're calling it on HAED. That's not the real name of it. I'm going to do 250 on Pipsqueak. Where do you find all of your cross stitch patterns at? I get mine on different websites like HAED, Heaven and Earth Designs, Etsy. I get a lot of cross stitch patterns on. I don't do embroidery. I used to. I didn't care for it. I like cross stitching much better. If you join some of the cross stitch groups online, they have free patterns. HAED does free patterns once in a while. They also have free patterns on their website. So if you go to Heaven and Earth Designs and you go to free charts, you can print up one and try it. And you work on whatever size fabric you think you'll like. Puck's Closet, that's on Etsy. Sunflower Stitches is on Etsy. What's the other one? Stitch is So Beautiful. They're on Etsy, and they have their own website. Stitch and Jules Design has a website, and she's on Etsy. And if you use the link below, you'll get a percentage off. So I think when I get up in the morning, I do my walking. I've been walking every day. I even walked today for 20 minutes. Oh, you're welcome, Amanda. And also, I try to put in my description of my videos the name of the companies, and then you can just Google them to find the patterns. So yeah, so I think when I start stitching for the day, I will put 250 in on Pipsqueak because that has to be done by December 31st. And then I will pull out the Foxy Christmas and put in 250 stitches because it has to be done, I think, by June 1st of 2027. And then I'll pull out Dumbledore's Library and I'll put in 250 stitches. Every month will be one of these 12 by 12s. I have a wheel. The only time the wheel does not get spun is on March, because March will be Rainbow over a Springtime, over a Spring Village. June will be Storm over a Summer Village. September will be Sunrise over an Autumn Village. And December will be Moonrise over a Winter Village. So those months I don't spin, but the other 8 are on my spin wheel. And so the first of the month, like the 28th, when I do my live stream, I'll try to remember to spin the wheel, and that'll tell you what I'm working on for January. It'll be one of those other 8. So any of those villages, I already have planned for what month I will be stitching on those. The other 8, I use the wheel. I'm not doing Mill Hill Monday next year. I'm not doing Tiny Thursday. In the place of Tiny Thursday, though, I am doing gnomes. And I'll try to remember. I do have it. So Thursdays, once I get all the other stitches in, I will work on wine gnomes. They're by Soda Stitches. I want to have that done by Christmas next year so that I can give that to my sister next year. And then once that's done, then I'm doing the Harry Potter gnomes. So I'm trying to stay ahead of gifts for Justin. Like I just did that Game of Thrones. That's for Justin for next year for Christmas because he gets Chromatic Dragon this year. The year after that, he'll get the Harry Potter gnomes. And then I don't know what I'm going to do because the Dumbledore's Library is the biggest piece I have going. It took almost a full yard of fabric. That is not getting framed. I want to talk to my sister-in-law about having that made into like a blanket, do a quilting on the back, or have it hang, get a dowel rod and have it hang on the wall. So either way, he doesn't have pets, he doesn't have kids, so I'm not worried about it getting ruined. I think that's it for next year. I will still do the Halloween Dragon on the 13th and the last day of each month next year because next year is just full coverage year. And then the 25th of every month, I will stitch on the HAED Ornament Enchanted Snowman. And then every other Saturday is Snowy. The only thing I'm trying to figure out what I am going to do for July because that is Flossmas in July. So I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to put because I spin the wheel. Is there a Christmas one in that list? Hold on. No. I got Literate Dragon, Sunshine, Fred and Albert, Red Maple Fairy, Rapunzel. None of those are Christmassy. So I do have other full coverages that are Christmas. I might pull them out. So I don't know if I'll spin the wheel in July. I might not. I'm probably going to work on Christmas. And I'm just gonna go through. I know I have, oh, maybe I have him. Isn't he cute? So I have that. I have Finishing Touch. Okay, I thought I had, that's not in here. Yeah, I have a Christmas. Wonder where I put that one. It's not in here. I wonder if it's in this Christmas. Yes, it is. So I have Christmas coffee. And I have quite a few Christmas pieces that are full coverage. I have 2 Luca S's. So I think that we'll do those. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's 5. I might have. Do I have any other Christmas? Winter Harvest. I mean, I could count that. I have the Snowman ornament, the Christmas coffee. I think that's it. The Christmas cute giraffe. Yeah. That's it as far as Christmas ones. So I will stitch on those in July. Okay, bye Teresa Couch. Bye everyone. So we have what, 2 minutes left. What do you guys have planned for next year? I know mine sound crazy, but I can do it. I can do it. I'm also starting, a few people were interested. We'll see actually if more do. The first Friday of every month, I'm going to do a book Zoom. So anybody that likes to read, come into Zoom. I'm not treating it like a book club where we have a book you have to read every week or every month. We're just going to talk about the books that we're reading, what we read, and recommendations. If you are interested in that, that's a separate email list, and just put book club in the email. If you want in on the other Zooms too, you can say that in the email. But if you just want the book club, it's got to say book club. But if you want in on all, then just say join all, or say book and crafts. You can say books and crafts, because there's a lot of people that don't read that wouldn't be interested. So yes, anybody can join that. Just send me an email. So and we're going to start that this Friday, and it's going to be the first Friday of every month, unless it's a holiday. I know that there's people that do a New Year's Eve or a Christmas Eve, Christmas Day type YouTube. I don't do that anymore. Wow, Jen, you want to, I'm going to highlight that. So that's Jen's. I got rid of most of my coloring books. So I don't think I have a lot of colored whips. Yeah, I want to work on my diamond paintings again, and my goal is 50 books. I do 150 books a year. Amanda just finished A Court of Thorns and Roses. On to the next, reading a thriller too. Cool. I read A Court of Thorns and Roses. I read the whole series. I read her other series. And I've got the books for the third series. Did I start them? I think I started them and I really liked them. I think I started them. I can't remember now. But, okay, I'm going to end this. It's been an hour. And don't forget, Instagram Marathon Your Hobbies Weekend. Go check it out. Go check out Reading with Pugs. She is on Instagram and has a YouTube channel. And Hatfield has a YouTube channel and she's on Instagram. And yes, Jen does this a couple times a year with the Marathon Your Hobbies Weekend. So Marathon Your Hobbies Weekend. Did I say Marathon Your Reading? I do Marathon Your Reading weekends too. They're the second weekend of the month. I got to go get stitching. I haven't stitched yet today, and I need to get this room all cleaned up now. Oh, my email is, hold on, I'll put it in the comments. Okay, that's my email. So you can put in there books and crafts, just books. You're welcome. I'm going to go, and it's 4 o'clock. I haven't done anything yet today. I got to start laundry too. I will see you guys live on the 28th, and then it will be weekly. So make sure you mark your calendars. And thank you all for supporting my channel. I really appreciate it. I love you guys. I couldn't do this without you. So I'll have a great day. Love you guys. Bye.